Hello and welcome back to Callie's in the Kitchen. I am doing this technique that Julie Cuts and Petra Gerbach has done. This is my umpteenth time. I don't know why I'm struggling with this particular technique. It's a 3D bloom inside this tray. I did order a larger tray and maybe that'll help me. Anyway, I am going to use the Bloom pigment paste from Pouring Your Heart Out, alcohol inks from Octopus Fluids. I'm going to use a pear, and I'm going to use a red wine. I'm using this crushed glass that I got from Michael's, and I'm going to start depositing the crushed glass inside this little cavity of this mold. And while I'm doing this, I'm letting my 1-to-1 resin of Nick Pro heat up so that I can draw my petals at 35 degrees with a piping bag, and that's 35 Celsius. Is it Celsius or centigrade? Somebody tell me. So I will continue doing this, filling my tray insert here in the little gap here with the crushed glass, and then I will continue on once my resin is to the temperature that I'd like it to be. All right, so I am now going to pour my first layer of clear resin. As I pour, I'm making sure that I have enough room on the lip because I'm going to attempt a crackle effect background. So I think that's pretty good. However, what I'm going to do first is measure out my clear resin for my piping. And I think I'm going to do just 20 grams because I'm going to do 3 small spirals. And I think 20 should be more than enough. This mold or this technique or this design has been my nemesis. So, okay, actually, I also did find this round rose that we've all seen before, and I'm going to place it in the center, if I can find my tweezers, in the center. Whoops, little sucker there. Here, where I'm going to have a center bloom. Let's see, is that centered? Yep. I'm not too concerned that it's sticking out on the back because I'm going to be placing a layer, a top coat or back coat layer. So just give it a little bit more. I don't know if it'll stay because resin just moves and has a mind of its own. So it's too bad I have a little resin left, but the last time I did this I didn't have resin, so I am not going to get bitten again. Oopsie. Okay, now I see some bubbles, which I will, yeah, there's some here. Let's see if I can lift them up to the surface and then zap them. Let's see. Ooh, quite a few. I know there are these vacuum chambers out there that'll help. Oh, there's a little hair there. That'll help with bubbles. I just have to balance out whether I spend money buying molds and product or vacuum chambers. So it's all a matter of when I can do that. Okay, so I think that's pretty good, except this is still not quite at its center. I think that's where it is. Okay, make sure I didn't get a bubble come out on the other side. Okay, all right, so from my center, I'm going to drop red wine. I'm going to put 2 drops. Let's see how it spreads. Okay, I'm going to go for it. 3 drops. Okay. Oh, I just thought it's kind of Christmassy color. I didn't think of that. Red and green. Oh well. Then I'm going to do 1 there. Oh, it spilt over here. Let's see if I can get some of it out. Being so particular this time, only because this is like my 9th time doing this one. Okay, and I'm going to do it right. Drop. Okay, let's see if that spreads as well as that one. And while that spreads, I'll keep this handy. I'm going to mix my 20 grams of clear resin with the Bloom pigment paste. And the formula has been 1 drop. Let me do it this way here, see if you can see it. Hopefully you can see it. 1 drop per 10 grams. So that's all I'm going to use. Can you tell how much I've used this product? My bottle is just so trashed. Okay, then I'm going to mix this up. I'm going to I have my piping bag ready, because I'm going to pipe some spirals. Now I don't know what this means, you know, when the ink goes out, but anyway, I think it's just to color my petals eventually. So I'm glad that kind of spread out good, spread out well. This time I'm making sure I'm stirring my pigment, my Bloom pigment really well. I think I've been going too fast sometimes and not mixing it as well as I should be. Alrighty. So here on the side, I'm dropping in my pigment, Bloom pigment paste into my piping bag. What I'll do with this extra is I'll let it sort of strain or drain out into that cup so that I can clean the plastic measuring cup. Okay. The part I don't like the most on these projects is the cleanup. Especially when I want to save my measuring cup, you know, and I have to clean it out. I wish they'd make them for like 10 cents a piece and you can just throw them out when you're done. Okay. I'm tempted to put another color in there, but I don't want to wait again for the ink to Well, shoot. I think I will because I want it bigger. And what I'm going to do is I'll wait a little bit longer before I pipe because I've just now only added, because see, it comes in, it spreads in. So and then in the center, because that red wine turned out so light, I'm going to put a fuchsia in there in the center. And I'm going to do 2. Just going to be brave here. Mix those 2 together. So now that I've done that, I really need to wait a little bit more before I do my piping, which is fine because my piping bag is getting warm. It's not warm yet, so I think I'm doing good on that part of it. Yeah, I'm glad I added it. It looks a little bit darker. So while I wait for that, you know, you're supposed to wait a few minutes before you drop in your petals. I'll clean up some of my tools. So you can wait with me or fast forward. Always, always please fast forward if you'd like. No problemo. Just cleaning my tools, and there's my husband making a loud yawn. Don't know if it carried through or not, but excuse me for that. This is the best place for me in my home to do my resin pouring because it's not cold or damp in the like in the garage, or and then my resin, the temperature, room temperature, keeps it well. It's just that my roommates, who are my mom and hubby, they have to keep quiet when I take, so sometimes it's difficult for them to do that. So I do thank them for being patient with me. Okay, think I've waited long enough before piping? What do you think? I think so. So, all right. So I've got my little scissors, tucking in all this so that I don't ruin my piece. Boy, that really got small. Okay, so I'm going to cut about that size. Hopefully you can see that. And then it always overflows. So I'm going to do the, I've got to get a bigger paper towel. All right. So I'm going to do, whoa, that just came out as a blob. Okay, and the other one, I'm kind of doing it outside of that green because I want more room to draw my petals. I'm going to be so bummed if this doesn't work out again. Oh, it's been so difficult for me. I'm going to thicken this one up a bit. Well, I didn't need 20 grams of pigment paste. All right, that's it. I'll take my little silicone tool do my little, whoa, 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 stay there. Okay, gotta be careful there. Deet, 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 deet. Get all that red out. I'm going to do the same here. This time I'm not wiping my tool because I kind of want the green to go in the white. Some of that red went in there. Oh well. Didn't go hard enough. Okay, then on this one, I'm just going to go out here. Out here. I think that's kind of pretty, and I'm only doing it like from the third spiral out. Slightly there. Same here. Okay, then on this one, I'm also going to do the same. And I'm deliberately leaving all this space empty because I want the crackle effect, which I'm going to do on the other side, to show up. Because if I filled it, it wouldn't, you know. So torch again. Okay, and tomorrow when it's hardened, I will put a crackle effect, which is mica powder, and some ink, transparent ink. I'm wondering if I can move a bit of that red into here so it kind of balances that out. I don't know, I might spoil it, but oh, we'll see. Okay, so that's it, and see you again soon. Alrighty, so this is cured somewhat, and I am now going to mix my resin. I'm going to do a crackle effect, hopefully. I'm going to use black alcohol ink in my resin for the bottom, and then I'm going to pour this mica powder of Amethyst Dream. Hopefully they're dark enough so that when I turn it over, you'll see a beautiful bloom. I have no idea what the other side looks like, but I'm hoping. So we shall continue. Alrighty, so I've mixed ultracast resin, which is a 2-to-1. I've got my resin with the alcohol ink black as my transparent, because you need a transparent for your crackle effect. And then I showed you the purple, but I did add a little bit of black mica powder also to try to make this darker. The last time I did one of these, the mica powder wasn't dark enough. So what I do is I'm going to pour my transparent. This ultracast has a lot of bubbles. It is getting colder here too in Washington State, so maybe that's also what's causing the bubbles to react too. I suppose next time I might put it in a warm bath. I want to make sure I don't overflow when I put my mica powder mix in. I'm going to be really careful on this because I don't want to burn my mold here. So I'm kind of using the torch at an angle. I'm going really fast so that I don't burn. Okay, hope so. Now I will put the mixed mica powder. Cool. I made enough resin for the top, I believe, because I think this purple will spread. Hopefully. Scraping every bit of my mica powder I can get. Boy, I think if I put any more of my mica powder, I wouldn't, it would overflow the mold. So this has been a tough one for me, this particular pour and this particular technique. I think because I don't have set formulas and I'm just guessing. So I'm going to let the video run a little bit and then I will stop it. I want to just see if it moves a little bit, and feel free to fast forward or stop, and I will see you for the demolding. Feeling a little concerned that this hasn't spread any further. So who knows, may not get a crackle again. We shall see. Alrighty, so we're back and it's time for demolding. The edges are still a little soft, but I'm too impatient because I want to see the result. And I'm thinking that I'm hoping some of the crackle will show up on the background as a background. Just a teeny weeny bit. And like I said, I've only been trying this particular, oh shoot. I guess it was really not quite ready. I have to get a torch and kind of gently shape that better. But for now, I want to see the front side. Oh, I finally did it. I finally did it. Although, let me see, although the crackle is only sort of in the center part, at least I got some of it. So either I put too much mica powder or not enough, and so it's sort of stuck in the center, but yay, I am so happy. And my rose is right there in the center, so I couldn't be happier right now. So there you go. I am finally happy with this. Thank you so much for watching.